Okay, we're back. And we're going to head down. We're going to keep using this crossbow. Looks like we've run into something invisible. But the crossbow handle is it. Okay. Down to D12. Let's try to get into a hallway. This'll do. Got a scarf here. But we need to drop some items. Unfortunately, as good as Spirit Shield is, it doesn't work for me. Because we are a deep dwarf. Okay, we're gonna go for Dex. Starting to get quite accurate with this crossbow. Definitely an improvement. Let's clear up the inventory space real quick. Everything but meat rations. Okay, we got Rupert. I'm going to use Trog's Hand, mostly for the MR, really. So I cannot be paralyzed anymore. And we're going to try to just kill him with this crossbow. Doesn't quite work out. Let's use Acid to finish him off. Not bad. That was my last remove curse, so let's not wear ID anything else. I'm going to finish out this floor, and then we're going to go ahead and do Orc. Now, as for Irulcha, let's go around here, use Trog's Hand, get her in line of sight, and then attack. Okay, it is in fact the Paralyzed book. I'm glad I used Trog's Hand. She goes down pretty quick. Urub. Too bad we don't have any more hexes for him. But he goes down pretty quick too. Okay, we've got another one of these invisible guys. Where's the nearest hallway? This doorway will sort of work. Well, we need regen. And we need clouds. That's one way to do it. Okay, he's dead. That kind of sucked. I should have used clouds sooner. Remember, we're in ringmail, so while we're very good at shooting things from afar, we're not very good at taking hits. Okay, down to orc we go. I don't want to be paralyzed. I'm actually going to cloud this stuff because that's how concerned I am about taking damage from the sorcerer. Nice. We have recharging as well, so it's not like we're going to run out of cloud anytime soon. And the cool thing is, in here there are enough casters that we will gain a lot of mana, or a lot of piety, I mean to say, not mana. Wow, he's hasted. Just Ice Blast him to finish it. I will go ahead and use clouds versus this guy. Oh man, that was not a good application of clouds. We use the feel to establish some distance. Nice. Got a lot of kills in here, which is nice. I would really like to see digging soon. We actually have quite a lot of places. We have 2 different places where digging would be nice, and now a third if we want to do the first floor of orc in total with some degree of safety. Let's aim for these priests first, actually. Wow, they are really doing work, aren't they? Didn't get that priest. I will recharge my clouds. Wow, that MR plus didn't really... That Trog's hand didn't really last long, did it? Let's try again. Some books. A Slay +2 ring with RC plus as well. And MP +9. Which is not terribly useful to us. And it has Contam. Well, I'm going to put it on the list, but we'll see what else this place has to offer. Okay, that does a pretty good job of eliminating these priests. Could have taken quite a lot of damage there. I probably should have walked away as soon as I realized that many priests were in range. Technically, we could have been one-shotted there if they all decided to smite me for the higher end of damage at the same time. Extremely unlikely, but it could have happened, so that was a misplay. Scroll of Acquirement. We're going to save for that first. Well, maybe not. Acquire gold. What's the average acquirement? Gold acquirement. Mean 1218, median 880. So this is significantly more costly than what we would be likely to do if we were to acquire gold out of it. So I guess we won't be getting the acquirement first, or if we do, we won't be using it for the purposes of gold. That's a shame. But at least there's lots of things to look forward to in here. Wand of Confusion, that's good to see. Use Wand of Acid to finish him. We don't need a hat, no matter what these are. It's not going to be better than MR, or excuse me, RF plus. Maybe if it was an artifact, but it wasn't. Okay, we'll rest off that mark. Only MR++, so we're going to put on Trog's Hand and we're going to go up. Darn, that's empty. Let's go get hurt a little bit and then come back here. Well, I'm not going to try to get hurt, but I'm optimizing because... Okay, well, there we go, I guess. I'm optimizing because if I'm going to use Trog's Hand, I want it to also heal me. And of course I'm using Trog's Hand for the MR because there could have been orc sorcerers up here. Okay, so... yeah, I guess I want that ring. It's a minor benefit, that Slay +2, but... I think it's worth it. We have a total of Slay +6 from... excuse me, Slay +7. Well, 4, 5, 6, 7 plus 2 is 9. We have Slay +9 from all this stuff. Not counting from the weapon. So... it's pretty good. Okay, looks like the Arbalist is really doing some work now. One-shotting most things feels good. I don't want to wear this Ring of Fire. Okay, we could be paralyzed, so Trog's Hand. I'll use Clouds on this. Wish I had Lightning Bolt on hand. Let me just verify how much this dude can do. Wizard. Crystal Spear 3d28, so he can't kill me in one shot. We will use Acid to see if we can finish him. And we do. Nice. I'm not sure why I'm immune to these clouds, but I guess I am. I mean, I know I have our poise, but I didn't think that was enough. One-shotting things left and right. Very good stuff. Really nice dagger. Too bad we're not using stealth, really. Looks like we've got a ghost here. But it's just a melee ghost, Minotaur Fighter of Oka. 28 damage. I'm thinking that I'm going to leave. We'll reset the fight. You know, ideally we'll get a little more distance on this guy when we ultimately engage him. Okay, we can one-shot these dudes. Well, this is an excellent, excellent spot to burn some books. Okay. Use one more heal wounds. Wow, he is really going to work on me. Let's use acid to finish him off. Letting that guy get next to me was probably a mistake, since I am in ring mail. Defenses are not great. I don't think he could have one-shotted me, but he certainly could have come close. 5 heads, 18 damage apiece, 42, or excuse me, that's 100 minus, yeah, it's 90 damage. But of course, I do have GDR and whatnot. You know what I should be using? I should be using, invisibility more often. Wow. Okay. Having a rough time here. We're slow from the Freezing Wraith, I presume. I'm going to do heal wounds. I'm going to use a Feel of Floods. Okay. Feel a bit more experienced, so I must have gotten the kill. You know what? It's time to teleport. This engage sucks. Okay. Let's wait for contamination to be over. I have so much confusion available. Why don't we actually use it? That was a lot of missed confusions. But eventually we got the kill, so that's fine. Training target for crossbows is reached. We are now at min delay. Let's get this fighting up and use up the manual. Gonna use invisibility so I don't get large rocked. We have auto-explored into some ogres. A lot of ogres. Well, we want to be invisible for this, ideally. No, this is not so good. Let's do the acid. Okay, that's fine. We got petrified, but we killed everything first, so it's dealt with. Okay, that's dungeon. Some misplays there, but we got out alive. Let's go ahead and take down shoals. Invisibility should be handy in here, as long as I can stay out of the water. Whoa. Wow. So much for invisibility working. We get hit by large rocks twice in a row. There's our first Yaktar. Should have invised against him. Oh, jeez. How many rocks do you have, man? Well, whoops. We shouldn't be Trog's handing because we are down to 4 pips. Sucks. We'll Ice Blast this guy. Trying to get around the deflect missiles. %, banishment. I think I'm gonna roll the bones on this one. Can we confuse? Yes, we can. 36%. So we'll just spam that until it works. Well, we'll get that thing first. Okay, she's dead. Good. Let's farm up a bit of piety. Hey, we have some gloves, which we can enchant. Okay, shoals 2. I noticed that there's some throwing nets that I apparently haven't picked up. Let's go grab those. Those are a really useful tool, and there are a lot of them. I always find myself collecting these and never really using them. I swear they're good, I just don't use them enough. Wow, what a terrible location. Okay, that's Polyphemus. We're gonna go invisible. Not sure what good it's doing me. If Polyphemus is not around. We're gonna rest this off, rest off the Contam. Nice. Freeze is still doing some pretty good work for me. Now, this Arbalist is still only attacking at a delay of 1, which is pretty slow. It's the same as this triple crossbow once I reach Mendeley, which is, again, 1. Minimum attack delay of 1. But the base damage on an Arbalist of Freezing is 18, and the base damage on a triple crossbow of Flaming, well, triple crossbow in general, and Arbalist in general, is 22. So 22 versus 18. So, decent increase, and also is the damage of a giant spiked club, for the record. I would rather it was something other than Flaming. Like, I would rather it was Freezing, actually, or Chaos. But that's pretty good. Let's use Acquirement, let's get Book. We get Stealth, that's pretty cool. I'm just going to train nothing but Stealth until the book is used up. He's not throwing rocks at me. No, he is. Okay, so I dodged the rock. I didn't dodge it, I actually took a step and he thought I was still in the same old square. So that's cool. By the way, large rocks, as you can see, do 20 damage base, so triple crossbows do some pretty solid damage. But for now, stealth seems like the way to go, just because it's so good for this invisibility trick. It's not like we get stabs or anything, but if it keeps things off my back, anything that can't see invisible has a real problem reaching me. Okay, this level is totally clear. Shoals 3 time. Oh boy. Well, we're gonna go invisible to start with. Kill that in one shot. Gonna focus down the water nymph. And we're gonna pull this dude up. What to do about this? I think the Feel of Floods is the move here. It's doing some pretty good damage to me. But down he goes. I wanted to confuse him, but not a high enough chance really to do in that instance. Let's turn off random effects. And let's turn off this longsword as well. Or drop those things, I mean. And this Gourmand. Oh, we're still wearing Amulet of Harm. That's part of why we're taking so much damage. Really, really risky. I'm not sure that it's preventing more damage than it's taking away. It might be. I mean, we are able to kill things a lot faster with it up. Like that, for instance, we were able to two-shot that mana core, and I imagine Harm played a role in that. Alright, let's... Trog's Hand, rest, rest, rest. Come on, contamination needs to go. Here we go. Invisibility. I'm gonna shoot. Of course he sees me, but not anymore. Shoot again and he goes down. Javelineer has become a big issue in here, with Harm up, bigger than usual even. I'll be able to afford that Scroll of Acquirement soon, and of course I will buy another book, or I will select another book. Books are excellent. Although I don't recommend doing that unless you're worshipping Trog. Trog is what keeps it from being a, you know, a spell book. That wasn't a great engagement, but like I said, Javelineers are going to be an issue. You know, I think that you should be able to, snipe enemies and get like a ranged stab. I mean, we are hitting for an insane amount of damage with this Arbalest, but it would just be cool to, you know, essentially assassinate somebody in this game. You can do it with a dagger, but in real life you could, you know, do it with a ranged weapon. You know, just ranged stealth attacks is all I'm asking for. But mechanics-wise, I don't know if that would be able to... I don't know if you'd be able to balance that. I mean, ranged is already insanely overpowered. So, it really doesn't need a buff. Regular stealth is already kind of bad. I don't need more reasons not to take it over something else. Paler gets targeted first, and this other one as well. Yeah, this is like the first time I've used Harm and felt good about it. I still feel iffy about it, don't get me wrong. But it is nice being able to one-shot things so effortlessly. The only problem is, if I miss, you know, then I might be eating a whole lot of damage. Hopefully I find Sniper, that'd be cool. One of my favorite weapons. You know what, I should be confusing those guys. I can't confuse these guys very easily. 36% is not bad, but Javelineers it's like 50 something, so certainly better. I guess I could Ice Blast this stuff and get all three, but I think we're just gonna aim for the Aquamancer. Oh, it's Ilsui. Let's get out of the water and let's go invisible. Oops, too much contamination. Might end up mutated from this. It's just Berserkitis. Yeah, double Berserkitis. No problem. We're using a ranged attack, so that can't affect me. Berserkitis only triggers in melee. So as long as I don't hit dudes in melee, good to go. Still, I should be a little more careful about that. That could have been a much worse mutation, too. Unfortunately, Invis is just a bit questionable to use. Hey, a vampiric weapon. A little late in the game for me to be finding that. Okay, here's our enemies. We'll immolate these guys. Gonna confuse him. And then we'll just cover the entrance with clouds. And lightning rod. Right, yeah, so we can take a lot of damage from this stuff. Safest thing for me to do is to blink away. Okay, these guys should all die from the flames, but if they don't, that's fine, because I'm just going to lightning rod them as they approach. Nice. And we'll just lay down some arbalest fire. Well, Sui is here. We're out of recharge. Wait, no, we have one. So I'll go ahead and cloud in this direction too. And I'm going to acid her. Take out our minion. He's going to die to the poison. Let's focus on her. Javelineer coming. Gonna need to take a slight pause to confuse him. Alright. A lot of damage possible here. Let's finish her off with Lightning Blast. Oh boy. It's too much damage. It's definitely too much damage with harm. I'm gonna have to blow another blink, which really, really, really sucks, but sometimes it happens. Yeah, this harm is really not good. Like, I'm kind of using it until I find something better, but I'm starting to think that even on this character, something better would be nothing at all. Right, I would like to confuse that. Anyway, we got the rune. That's why that was so well defended, as the rune was in there. I find it useful to walk around a bit. When you are invisible, something doesn't know who you are, or where you are, rather. It gives it extra chances to lose tracking of where your location is. At least it seems to. Wow, we just took a big pile of damage. Okay. So it looks like at some point we killed Ilsui. I don't remember doing that. Maybe I got her confused with a regular merfolk or something. But I guess she's dead. It's fine by me. I'm going to Spider Nest. Jeez. Alright, that's it. Harm's going off. This is too... It's just swinging my damage intake way too much. I guess we'll just grab Gourmand real quick. Yeah, I really wish Harm just didn't exist. It gives you this choice which... is really... It's a fake choice, because the truth is it's always bad. Because even if you can make the argument that, okay, well, with absolutely perfect play, it's good on certain characters, your play is not going to be absolutely perfect. So the reality is that it sucks. That's my opinion. Heal myself a couple times since we're low on piety. So I made that feel so that I wouldn't get hit by the orb. Oof, Agnes. We are fighting the whole level. Not great. Let's rest off this drain, or rest off the contam, I mean. Go invisible, go back down. Wow, this is dumb. Let's fear all this stuff. Nice acid should take out this stuff for me. Okay. Quite contaminated. Or excuse me, I'm quite corroded. Not sure why this floor is so contested. And I'm not sure why stealth is doing so little for me while invisible. I didn't think I made a whole lot of noise. It's just an open floor is what it is. That's the reason. Getting perma-confused here. Wow, she or he or whatever. The Spriggan is mited now. I have to use my last blink. Stuff is coming around my big pile of poison here. Okay. Oh wow, stealth manual has been done for a while. Let's train nothing but crossbows. Get those up so I can finally start using the triple crossbow. Yeah, so crossbows don't really compare to longbows. I mean, they're still ranged, so they're still really, really good. But as you can see, it's a rather rough time. Then again, with the floor this open, and with enemies this evasive, you can't expect it to be a super easy time. Doesn't help that these spiders can essentially jump right on top of me. Well, the jumping spiders can do that literally, but the redbacks can do it too, just by virtue of being really fast. Thought I would get a little more mileage out of Confuse, but I guess we're... Wait, no, we're not out. We have a lot more. Let's burn through those things. Take both of them in here. But yeah, I also thought I would get more mileage out of invisibility. And it's working, just not quite as well as I thought. But really, invisibility is always a questionable thing. Because you use it, and then, well, here, there we go, that let me walk away. But yeah, you want to use it like multiple times in a row, but you can't. In my experience. And I guess I can rest, but then I'm eating more piety penalty as I spend the time. Okay, well, the mystery of why I got swamped at the staircase is pretty much solved. This floor is, well, it's very open. Gonna turn off Potions of Brilliance. Gonna rebrand the crossbow of Flaming. It becomes freezing. That's perfect. Exactly what we wanted. Now it's just a matter of getting crossbows to 26. Wow, Invis didn't last long, did it? Got a ghost here. tough melee ghost. Let's reset this fight. Take out the Hornet. We leave because of the Orb of Destruction. Took a big chunk of damage there. I shouldn't have engaged with it so close. Really obnoxiously close stairwells here. Not really a lot of options when it comes to... Wow. When it comes to resetting fights. That's what I was trying to say. There he is. I was going to say there should be a Emperor Scorpion. So we excel against single targets. If something starts at the edge of line of sight for us, we can probably kill it. But unlike longbows, we're not quite fast enough with the launching. You know, to kill many, many things in a row. Here's our buddy, who unfortunately doesn't want to die. Also, a side note, nothing edible seems to be leaving corpses for some reason. Usual problem. Pretty not abnormal problem in Spider. The only edible things are like tarantellas, orb spiders. Well, he doesn't see invisible. Maybe I can... I was thinking I could deceive him, but it didn't quite work. Let's rest off this contamination. Invis first. Fire on him from very far away, but he comes in a beeline right towards me. Oh, that's a good juke. I swear we can kill him, it's just... Hold on, what's his MR like? 13%. What we're going to do is we're going to spam confuse on the guy. 2, 3, 4, 5. And it's going to take a lot of charges, but it will work. And then it's only a matter of killing him. 2. He's confused. So yeah, down he goes. Now, let's make another mark here for digging. We now have 3 different places we'd like to do digging. And there's at least a scroll of magic mapping in there, so it's not like it's empty of things that we want. This confusion has got to go. Probably a ghost moth. Wow, that's a lot of poison. It was doing a pretty ludicrous amount of stuff to me all at once. Like 3 hits for every 1 that I made, or 4. Yeah, there's 3. It'll do that, though. Let's pull her back. Actually, we can confuse. Happy to spam my confuse if it means that I take less damage. Oh no. That's another ghost moth. Let's go invisible. It's probably sleeping. Nice. Killed the ghost moth. They cannot see invisible, so that's cool. Okay. If I magic map, this turns out to be just a little square of water. Probably shouldn't have wasted a magic mapping on that, but I wanted to be sure, and I didn't want to walk in there while floating. Okay, let's kill the sleeping guy first. Unfortunately, that guy resisted Confuse long enough to do some serious damage to me. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay, pretty straightforward. This is how this character is meant to be played. Finding things one at a time. Well, until I lure half the level like this. But yeah, this works best when I find one or two things at a time and go to work that way. Let's walk away while invisible. I guess I can disintegrate the stuff. Nice. At least I get piety every time I kill one of these things. So the very swarmy nature of this place is at least rewarded somewhat with chances to heal myself with piety. And that's really all Trog is doing for me these days, other than ammo and the potential for a crossbow gift, is healing. I haven't used Brothers in Arms a single time, and there's a reason for that. I can't afford it. I'll go invisible. Well, that's not good. The Orb of Destruction got me. And we've even got a Ghost Moth coming for me. But I took it out. And Viz is finally doing some serious work here. I guess I just had to train this up to 21 to get some super mileage out of it. Or I just need to make sure that I'm far away. Okay, we've got a Ghost Moth here. I went invisible. And now it's dead. I'm going to drink Curing since I'm quite poisoned. Got that second rune. Okay, so of course we will cut the video here. Got 2 runes, cleared out dungeon, cleared out orc. Not bad, really. Took a little longer than I would have hoped. About an hour and 15 minutes-ish, but... yeah, crossbows, like I said, they're ranged, so that means they're good. But they're not gonna carry the game for you the way that a longbow will. I mean, they'll carry the game for you, it just won't be quite so ludicrous. And anyway, this will improve a lot when I have the triple crossbow. But that speed really is... It's a different beast, you know. You can't rely on being able to kill things super fast, because if you miss, then quite a lot of time passes. As for where I'm going next, let's see. I have our core, I have our cold, and I have MR in the form of Trog's hand, so yeah, it seems like the right place is maybe slime pits. But bit of a problem with that. Well, unless I use some form of evocations, which I probably would. Yeah, I guess I would confuse, because we don't want to fight him in a hallway, really, because he'll just walk away from me, and I don't have any summoning, and I don't want to use Brothers in Arms because I'm trying to save piety. But possibly with confuse, because if he's confused, the worst thing he'll do is kill his own guys. He won't really be able to get away from me. But it's kind of hard to get that set up in a hallway. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see what I can do with that. I may try to go for an immolate plan. We could possibly, with haste and triple crossbow, maybe I could do some work with that. Like, hit him with the crossbow, I'm hasted and mighted, a bunch of stuff spawns around him, and then I keep firing after immolating and blow up everything. I mean, that's an option. But really I would like to find another paralysis wand. We've used up 2 of them. If I could get 1 more, then we could just spam it on him, and that would help a lot more. So, that or maybe polymorph. So, since the path to TRJ is a little bit questionable, let's go into vaults next. And then slime after that. We'll at least we'll try to get crossbows to 26. Says we should reach Mendeley and 2.7 levels, which we should be able to get in vaults 1 through 4, but we'll see. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, I am signing out.